The Eco-Design Directive was adopted as part of the Kyoto Protocol's climate goals. This directive evaluates energy-related products for their potential savings. The light bulb is a prominent example. Fans are also being considered due to this directive. Fans have now been subject to mandatory limit values since March 2011. And these will become legally binding in their first phase as of January 2013. In other words, in just a few months. Compliance with this directive is the basis for the CE mark, without which a product may not be used in Europe. As of next year, when the first tier takes effect, approximately 30% of fans that are in use today will have to be taken off the market. In the next step in 2015, another 20% will no longer be able to be used on the market. The objective of this EU directive is the substantial reduction of CO2 emissions. But there remains a great need for information on the subject of the ErP directive. And this is the man who can answer all the questions. Geoff Lockwood, Technical Director at ebm-papst in Great Britain and Chair of the Fans Working Group at EVIA, the European Ventilation Industry Association, is the expert on the ErP. For this reason, the next issue of MAG TV will include articles in which he answers the most important questions about ErP.
What is a fan? The word fan means different things to different peoples in different parts of the world. When the study phase was initiated prior to the formation of the regulations, the title was Fans for Ventilation. And this created a lot of debate about the scope and the meaning of the word fan. The fan can mean a piece of paper wafted across your face, or it can mean this device here, an impeller. In the fan regulations, a fan is the impeller and the electric motor combined with other ancillary items. The title of the fan regulations is Eco-Design Requirements for fans with electric motors driven from 125 watts to 500 kilowatts. Clearly, a fan includes an impeller, an electric motor, and, as we'll see later, ancillary items.
Today in Part 2. Which fans are affected?
There are many types of fans, but fans can be simply thought of as three main varieties: axial fan, centrifugal fan, and tangential fan, sometimes called cross-flow fans. Centrifugal fans come in two types: forward curved and backward curved. And backward curved fans come in two varieties: without a scroll, called plug fans, and with a scroll. And that scroll could be a single inlet or a double inlet. And so you can see there are many different varieties of fans, but they're all within the regulations. There are a few exceptions. Two such exceptions are roof fans and box fans. Although they have the word fan within their name, they're not really fans. They are higher level assemblies where a fan is integrated within a metal or plastic enclosure.
Today in Part 3, fitted in other energy relevant products. What does this mean?
The fan regulations include fans integrated in other energy related products. What does that mean and why is that important? Most of the fans within the scope of the regulation are not finished products. They are in fact components, parts that go into other high level assemblies. For example, air handling units and refrigeration plant. The Commission saw a potential loophole where manufacturers outside of Europe, for example a manufacturer of an air handling plant, could integrate a fan within that product and then import it into Europe, and the fan would be outside the scope and the opportunity to reduce carbon emissions would be lost. It's important to the fan industry and other industries within Europe because it means jobs remain within Europe.